Hi there, welcome to the Daily Moth. Tonight is September 20th, and let's get started. So a deaf man, he was 18 years old, and his name was Deshaun Welch. He is a student. He's a deaf student. He's in his 5th year, and he died last Friday night in a shooting. So what happened was he was at a local football game over in Moreno Valley. So he went to that football game, and after that, he was in his car in a white van with 3 other deaf friends inside. So some people said Deshaun was in the passenger seat, and some people say he was driving, but either way, they were in the white van. And a young man who could hear approached them in the white van and asked them if they know anything about, if they knew anyone from Ontario. Well, the deaf people couldn't hear, so the man started to get really agitated and angry, and he was talking a lot. So Deshaun took out his phone and he tried to type a sentence to tell them that he was deaf. Well, the guy got extremely angry and started throwing up gang signs and took out his gun and he killed Deshaun. Now, the van went ahead and took off about 2 miles away from the shooting nearby the school and crashed into another vehicle. So they had to go to the hospital. But yeah, Deshaun, he passed away. And the man escaped, and the cops are still looking for him. They say that he's around maybe 20 years old. He's a white man. But they're looking for him. Now, Deshaun's family is distraught, and you know, they're very sad. And they said that he's not a bad kid, that he was in fact innocent, and they're really having a hard time with his death. They're trying to earn money on a GoFundMe page, so they can earn money for his funeral, and they were looking to raise over $1,500, which was out of an $8,000 goal. This GoFundMe page has several pictures of him and his family, so rest in peace, Deshaun. So this woman here released a statement. You can go ahead and read it here, that Deshaun was a well-loved student and a star basketball player. We're all shocked and in his grief over the tragedy. And you can go ahead and go on and read that yourself. It's very sad to see that this happened to a deaf person. So Tulsa, the police department released a video of the shooting of an unarmed 40-year-old black man, Terrence Crutcher, and he was shot on Friday. So it shows an SUV stopped in the middle of the roads and it was stalling. So police were there, and someone had went ahead and called the police and informed them that the car was stuck there and abandoned, which was strange. And it looked like someone was smoking something nearby. So the cops arrived, and about 4 police officers, and they had a helicopter as well hovering over the scene. And you can see with that Terrence with his hands raised upwards as police were following him towards the SUV. You can hear them saying that looks like a bad guy and that he was probably high. So the officers had their guns pointed towards him, and then one officer um, tased him. Betty Shelby was that officer who shot him, and he was left on the street for quite a while. First, the police officers said that they shot him because he wasn't following with their commands. So Terrence has a twin sister, and she said there should be charges against the police. The statement there that when they said that he was a bad dude, that should have been a red flag for them to earn charges. It's very sad that there's an investigation going on right now, um, but there probably will be a lawsuit. Also, there was a gas leak in a pipeline over in Alabama. And that pipeline, his name is Colonial Pipeline. It's an underground pipeline that runs from Houston all the way to New Jersey. It supplies about 40% of gas from the east side, with 1.3 million barrels of gas every day. It was built in 1963 in Birmingham, and the pipeline was shut down within 20 minutes of the report on September 9th, and it's still closed. They think more than 336,000 gallons of gas was lost. Now, the company thinks it'll all be contained in the area since it's dry and there's low chance of the oil being taken off into rivers. So it's pretty crazy that this pipeline has shut down about 6 states. They're going to need to bring more oil. The oil company plans on expanding this project and it taking a very long time. So this is a very big issue with the pipeline in Alabama. So on Hillary Clinton's Facebook page, there's a lot of talk about the 50-second video of Miles DeMarco wearing a black t-shirt with Hillary's logo on it. He talked about several things about disabled people, and 50 million of them in America that are often not seen. He said in November, please vote for the only candidate who can go ahead and change that fact. And he went ahead and directed them to Hillary's website. In only 2 hours, it's already reached over 250,000 views and shared over 3,000 times. And that number will continue to improve throughout the day and week. So will Donald Trump respond with a video with Marlee Matlin in it? All right, so Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie will be getting a divorce. They were married in 2014, but they were together for many, many years, since 2005. They have 6 children together, and the two of them are going to have included in the divorce papers, but they're disagreeing on some facts with the children. she wants to go to court with Brad for some visitation privileges. So um, that's another Hollywood marriage that's ending. Okay, so that's all for today, and I'll go ahead and see you tomorrow.